So today we are going to discuss about VIMM model in UI design. So what is mean by VIMM model? So web usability as its most usable VIM model. So here describes the 4 ways we make users work too hard. It stands for visual, intellectual, memory, and motor. Once you can understand 4 simple concepts, you can account 80% of usability issues. So first one is visual cluster. So visual cluster is nothing but it creates difficulty in finding things. It caused by too much content on the page. Too much content on the page. So if you are creating a web page, it contains too much of content. For example, if you are having a if you are moving for a if you are moving a for example, see this in a web page. See, this is the www dot book my show. So this is the one of the web page. See, this is a too much of content. Too much of content. Anything. Okay, we can go for a point two. So point two, Coimbatore. Okay. So here, see this too much of content. Wait a minute. So too much of content. See this page is contained as a plenty of that is content is there. Same way we have gone for the organization SNSCT.org. So we having a too much content on the page. So visual cluster. So this is the visual cluster. The absurd page layout. See this. This is the too much of content is there. In the front page, we can see this too much of content. So that is the visual cluster. So we visualize we are when we are watching watching the video, watching the web page, it contains too much of vision. That is that is the content on the page. Next one is hazard layout. Page layout. So we having a page layout. So we having a page layout in the first page itself. We having a every frames we divide into multiple frames. So that is the absurd page layout. Screen flows that does not match task flows. The bad alignment or formatting of text. Too many calls to actions. Horse or clashing colors. So make it easier by. So இதெல்லாம் வந்து எப்படி ஈஸியா கொண்டு வரணும் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா we have to design carefully with designed grid. So we have to go form a grid layout and we have to design the form in the layout. Next one is eliminating the unnecessary elements. So we remove the unnecessary elements. If suppose in web page so many content is there, so maximum if you are experienced, so experienced persons or user experience, many people are visiting that pages. No, so in that element, so unwanted elements, that is pictures or any unwanted pictures or anything, any page that frames which the user will not touch that screen. So that will be eliminating the unnecessary element. Next one is carefully alignment and formatting the text. So carefully aligning and formatting the text. So we need to text the alignment, and so we having a center alignments as left alignment, justify, and right alignment. So same way we have to carefully aligning the text and formatting the text. Next one is user color judicially. So we need to visualize the page as with the color palette. Next one is intellectual complexity. This is where you make the user's figures think out. For example, confusing navigation tiles. So confusing navigation tiles. Next one is overly complex work process. Completely navigating the titles. Next one is overly complex work process. So unclear instructions due to power. copywriting. So how to make it easy by users by providing the previews, then you using everyday language, elimination jargon, ensuring controls function consistently, then providing the good feedback. So next one is memory load. We tax the user's memory load when we focus them to remember the things, the username and passwords, hidden important functions in menus, behind tabs, the workflows that although they interactively simple are so convoluted that users forgot when they are in process. The hint allows users to rely on recognitions rather than the recall. So provide clear navigational feedback. Next one, ensure options are visible. Provide a sensible defaulters. So motor load. So next one is motor load. This is where we demand too many or overlay precise the physical movements. For example, excessive clicking and typing, the device switching, excessive scrolling, presenting small, hard to hit targets, large distance between targets, and make it easy by simplifying the task flows, providing short distance and large targets, and optimizing for the input devices and allowing the common circuit shortcuts. So these are the main VIM model. So here in this presentations, I could focus on vision interactions, motion, and micro interactions. So the key facets in the first understanding this motion is concerned with dynamic components. The vision is with aesthetical appeal. The micro contractions with subtle yet significant features. The interaction is with the user involvement. A whole user experience is built on these components taken together. So the micro interactions add subtle, wonderful details. Motions adds energy. The visions creates an appealing visual environment, and interaction facilities seamless engaging. With its thorough approach to creating immersive digital experiences, this model provides designers with a roadmap. So it is a framework for improving design efforts since visual representation fits the understanding. So this is the vision. So vision is nothing but we are having a color theme for the examples, well-designed visual aspects that shows deliberate visual decisions that may be a significant impact on the user engagement. So next one is interaction. In order to the interactive design, we significantly affects the user engagement. Only aspect of interactive design, dynamic user engagement is encouraged. The development initiatives and user-friendly interactions to guarantee seamless and pleasurable user experience is one way to do this. The case study from the real world provide strong proof by demonstrating effective interactions design elements. These studies shows how well implemented features and like user-friendly navigations, responsive interfaces, they can be increases user engagement and promote a sense of fulfillment and connections across the course of the user experience. Motion is an adding light to the design with its effectual function in UI UX. It is an interface lose their life when motion design is added. So user experience lively and capitative. The advantages is the beyond the improving the usability and comprehensive by giving the customer quick and initiative feedback. The smooth transactions, interactive feedback, and eye-catching animations are few instances of how motions designs can be used dramatically with the improve the user experience. So designers give their works life by deftly incorporating motion components, which helps to produce a visually striking and emotionally stirring user experience. So next one is micro motions. So here micro interactions trigger rules, feedback, and loops and modes. The understanding the micro interactions, which are subtle but significant UI UX design elements, is key to unlocking the power of small details. The subtle reactions customers get when interacting with the digital interface are known as micro interactions. How the user is preserved in general. They showcase the user pressure and engagement can be increased by playing attentions to little elements like buttons and animations, feedbacks, cues, and transitions. So the importance of user centricity, consistency, and simplicity are the emphasis in tips for incorporating meaningful micro interactions into UI design. So designers may improve user in satisfaction by identifying and improving these little answers and giving user a more enjoyable, responsive, and immersive digital experience. So the merits of VIM model is very benefits for you designers. It ensures thorough approach to user experience by offering comprehensive framework to start. Second, by improving the visual aesthetic, and lastly, it encourages the smooth communication and user-friendly involvement. So it draws by using the notions, which adds dynamisms. Last but not least, improves the user experience by adding small and but significant details. To put simply, we have flexible paradigm that combines important design components to promote innovations, user experience, and human-centered approach in digital design projects. So demerits. So demerits is some of the potential disadvantages. The first one, because it is comprehensive, it could be difficult for less skilled designers to apply well due to its complexity. Second one is placing too much focus on analysis could observe the functional features and usability. So the model may not be universally relevant depending on how well it adapts to different projects and scale types. So VM may hinder innovations. Finally, reliance on visual components may limit in its ingenuity in some design context by failing to adequately meet the wide diversity of user demands and preferences. So practical applications is explains in a practical way and provides with the steps they can easily incorporate into UX projects. The real world success stories that demonstrate the successful applications of the VAM principles are interpreted throughout the sections. Providing the motivating examples, the story offers designers inspiring advice, encouraging them to take risk, modify VAM concepts to fit the particular difficulties of their own projects. With this practical approach, the designers are not able to understand the theoretical foundations, but also effectively utilize VAM as the dynamic instrumentation for innovations, guaranteeing its customized and practical implementations of the real world design scenarios. So conclusion is the four main components. Okay, we have a thank you.